Hello everyone, Charles Watts here. Well, look at this. Everyone going home very happy. Look, it's my dad. Give everyone a wave, Dad. There's my dad. Everyone leaving very, very happy. What a game, what an ending here this afternoon at the Emirates. Finished Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. For so long it looked like being a frustrating game, but never leave a match early, everyone. Always stay till the end. What a finish for Arsenal. 2 goals in stoppage time from Declan Rice, hands down the best player on the pitch today. And then from Gabriel Jesus coming off the bench to score the 3rd goal right at the end to seal what looks like a fairly comfortable win in the end when you look 3-1 to Arsenal, but it never really panned out like that. They were the better team, no doubt about it. I thought they were miles better than United today on the day, but as the game went on, as the second half wore on, it started to look like they were running out of ideas. Frustration was creeping in. Didn't really cut Manchester United open. United could have nicked it right at the end with the goal from Garnacho. It was ruled out for VAR just on the counter-attack in the last 10 minutes. That would have been really, really harsh on Arsenal had that gone in, but had that counted. But you know, they kept going, and they plugged away. Got a bit of fortune with Declan Rice's winner at the end, but well, not his winner, but it was his goal right at the end with a little deflection. But then Gabriel Jesus, really calm play from Jesus. Great play from Fabio Vieira as well. The substitutes combining at the end. For the second game in a row, the substitute made a difference for Arsenal, just as they did against Fulham. They did again today, and yeah, really good win in the end of such an important win just before the international break. Had Arsenal drawn this game, dropped another 2 points after what happened against Fulham, you'd have gone into the international break only on 8 points. Lots of question marks about how Arsenal are playing and everything like that, but just this win, getting over the line right at the end. It doesn't matter how you do it, but just getting over the line at the end just gives everyone that little bit of breathing space, gives Mikel Arteta that breathing space, the players the breathing space just to relax a little bit over the international break. Come back after that and really sort of get yourself set for what's going to be a really, really crucial September. The change in mood in the atmosphere around the place is just dramatic. I mean, we're probably about half an hour or 25 minutes after the final whistle at the moment. So, you know, a lot of people have gone home, but still everyone dancing down there, enjoying themselves. You know, had it stayed at 1-1, it would have been a very, very different mood. You could feel the frustration growing in the stadium as the half went on. You know, you could see Arsenal, they were the better team, but they just didn't really have that spark in the second half. Bukayo Saka struggled, didn't really do much. Gabriel Martinelli tried, he worked hard, but didn't really cause United too many problems. Eddie Nketiah, again, like Martinelli, worked hard, he kept running the channels, but didn't really get any joy. Kai Havertz, another struggling afternoon for him, really. And you kind of felt as the game wore on, you thought that's going to be it. But as I said, never leave early. I think for Mikel Arteta it's going to be interesting. I haven't obviously heard what he's had to say after the game yet, but you could see the celebrations that he gave at full time, how happy he was. He knew how important these 3 points were for Arsenal. He probably knows there's still a lot to improve for his team. They need to play better, they need to create more chances, I think, as well as they sort of dominated the game today possession wise, and they didn't really cut United open at times. In fact, when United did break, the few times they broke, because I thought United were poor, but the few times they did break, they caused Arsenal a few problems. So I think that's something Arsenal are going to have to work on. But the most important thing, and it's very cliche, the most important thing is the win. It's the 3 points, and Arsenal got that today. And obviously no Thomas Partey, as I spoke about in this morning's video. That injury that he sustained in training ruled him out of today's game. Mikel Arteta, speaking before the match, kind of went in the same route as what the Ghana FA said, and he said it would be a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So nowhere near as bad as a lot of people said on social media. We remain to be seen. Like I said, people close to Thomas Partey that I've spoken to have kind of gone down the same route and the same timeline. I don't think it's anywhere near as serious as a lot of people have reported, but I think the next week or so things are going to be a hell of a lot clearer when it comes to Thomas Partey. But when you kind of look at how Arsenal set up today with Ben White back at right back, Gabriel at centre back alongside William Saliba again, Zinchenko back in at left back, you just felt a lot more comfortable seeing that sort of back four for Arsenal, considering what they've played so far this season. And Declan Rice was just the outstanding player. And you kind of look at Thomas Partey, could he come in, could he play in that midfield in the basin, and Declan Rice play a little bit further forward where Kai Havertz is playing and struggling at the moment? Time will tell on that one, but yeah, I don't think Thomas Partey's absence is going to be as felt as it has been in the last couple of seasons, purely down to the quality of Declan Rice. And like I said, he was the game's outstanding player, I thought, today. He got the goal, he got a bit of fortune with it, with a deflection, but I think he deserved it for his overall performance. Really, really solid in that back four, just ahead of that back four, got Arsenal moving. He was the one really driving force in that team, and I think he deserves an awful lot of credit for that game. Okay, player ratings before I go today. All right, Aaron Ramsdale didn't actually have much to do, but when he was called into action, he made a couple of really sharp stops. There was one really good save from Martial in the second half when United broke forward, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. And I think around the penalty area when called into action, either with his feet or with his hands, I thought he dealt with it very, very well. So it was a good day for Aaron Ramsdale. I'm going to give him an 8. Ben White, I thought, was very solid at right back, got forward, sort of linked up, tried to link up. Not so much as we've seen before when he sort of got on the overlap with Bukayo Saka. We didn't see that too much, but he did try and get forward when he could. I gave Ben White a 7. Saliba and Gabriel I thought were excellent. I thought they really snuffed United's attack out. A couple of times on the breakaway for United, they looked threatening in that second half. But other than that, I thought Saliba and Gabriel just sort of picked up where they left off last season in that centre-back partnership. Really good performance to them. So I'm going to give both of those two an 8. Zinchenko on the left. Nothing spectacular, but you can see how much Arsenal missed him, how much he dictates the play when he does move inside and play on that and move into that central area from the left back role. So really good to see him back, and I think going forward, as he gets sharper, as he gets fitter, he's going to be more and more important to this Arsenal team. So great to see him back. I give him a 7, the same as Ben White on the right hand side. Declan Rice, as I said, the outstanding player on the game, really, really dominant. Thought he played very, very well. Got the goal as well, the crucial second goal to break United's resistance, so he has to be man of the match for me, giving Declan Rice a 9 out of 10. Going forward, Martin Odegaard took his goal really, really well. Such an important goal for Arsenal as well, on the back of conceding pretty much United's first shot of the game. You know, they could just to bounce back the way they did, I think was really, really important. It set the tone, it got them back in front, it made sure that the crowd didn't start turning, didn't start getting too frustrated at the fact they'd gone behind. Really good finish from the captain, stepped up when was needed. Other than that, he didn't have the best of games, but you know, that was a big, big moment in the match, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. So I'm going to give Martin Odegaard a 7. Kai Havertz, he struggled again, gave away the ball in the breakaway for United's goal. I'm not going to put the blame solely on him for that. I thought Ben White at right back could have done better. They let him, and I'm not sure who the other player was, but they sort of backed off a little bit and let Rashford get inside and cut in on that right foot. And so I'm not going to lay the blame solely on Havertz, but he certainly did give the ball away, and that's not what he needs to do right now with everyone looking at him, with the focus on him. Just wants to cut out those little errors, and he didn't do it. He just looks like a player who's struggling for confidence a little bit. Did have the penalty, which I think was really harsh. It was overturned. I'm not sure it was a penalty, mind you, so I'm kind of contradicting myself there, but once it was given on the field, I think it's really, really surprising that that was overturned via VAR, because there was a bit of contact, and I'm not sure it was a clear and obvious error. So, and I thought the way Havertz did drive into the box end, that's what you want to see more from him doing it. But other than that, it was another underwhelming performance from Havertz. He was substituted in the second half. I think if Havertz a 6. Bukayo Saka, I thought, had a really poor game. Really disappointing afternoons with Saka. Nothing worked for him. Had one really big chance in that second half that he didn't take. And kind of following on from the Fulham game, really. There's 2 disappointing performances in a row for Saka. Hopefully he'll come back after the international break a little bit more on it, because we need him on it, no doubt about it. So he's getting a 6 as well. Martinelli worked hard, really hard, without getting too much joy on the left-hand side. But if anything was going to happen, it looked like Martinelli might create that problem, and he did create the first goal as well. Had a big part in that. So I give Martinelli a 7. And in Nketiah, I'm going to go with a 6 for Eddie. He worked hard, similar to Martinelli, didn't get too much joy. And then the substitutes, got to give Gabriel Jesus, took his goal so well. Just brilliant. And honestly, why would you leave a game early and miss something like that? Gabriel Jesus for the goals, got to get a 7. Fabio Vieira, lovely assist as well, again for Fabio, making an impression off the bench. So I'll give him a 7 as well. So that's it here from the Emirates. As you can see, North London streets beginning to empty out now after a very, very fun afternoon at the Emirates. It's finished Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1.